Apparently this beam here is supposed to be one of the longest in Britain. One continuous long beam made of oak, and it's all carved from medieval days, and it continues to run along here. And into the next building. Nice old sailing brig here. Looks in very good condition. It's been here for years. I suppose it's a barge of sorts. It must be a barge. One of the old Thames barges. I've seen this one out at sea many times. Queen Galadriel. I think they take youngsters out for their sailing experiences. But I have seen this out on the again running round. The old customs house directly opposite there. Those are the new flats. And then of course we come on to the Suffolk College. This is where the cruises go from on the Orwell Lady. From here I've been on this, thoroughly recommend it. It's a Fairline yacht shed there. I believe that those boats are actually made in Northamptonshire somewhere, and they're brought down here for export. They're very expensive, some of those. Interesting couple of sailing ships over there as well. A very large one. It must be an ocean-going yacht. Looks absolutely beautiful. Another smaller one down by the side of it. A tug here called the Finland. I'm sure I've read about that, where it's one of the oldest working tugs left. It certainly looks in good condition. Maybe been refurbished. And down here there's a Thames barge as well. I'm just going to have a look at that. It's a Thames sailing barge, quite a large one this. It's called Ardwina. I haven't seen this one before. It's registered in London, but I should imagine that probably it's usually either moored up here or in Malden. This is the end of the wet dock here. There's the lock gates over there. I've been through there many times. Just sort of pan back round again. The whole of this sort of quay area here has all been relaid with paving blocks in the last year. Obviously a largish project. Some new buildings here. They seem to be going up all over the place, but as long as there's punters readily available to purchase these, that's good news. There is a block of flats over there behind the ship's masts, which were started and has never been completed, next to the Mill Hotel. It's one of the sad things about this area. There's not too many sad things, thankfully. I have been in touch with a relative in America in relation to Edith Maud Cook. That must have been quite an achievement. First woman pilot in Britain. How about that? And she died in 1910, so she must have taken a very early flight. This is a very old building as well. In fact, this part of Ipswich has some very nice old buildings in it, and well preserved too. This is a very old door, very large, and it has some carvings up here, mythological creatures, leaded windows as well. Don't know how old these are, but again still some carvings in the woodwork here, and again on those windows up there, There is obviously a plaque up here. I can't quite see what is on there now. This probably has got to be one of the best looking pubs in Ipswich. Lord Nelson. There's a beautiful picture there, presumably of victory in the battle, and one of the local churches. I think there's a lot of admirals buried in that church there. And I think there's one that circumnavigated the globe. This is the Isaac Lord warehouse. Probably the oldest building in Ipswich. It's now a restaurant. When this was being renovated, I had the privilege of looking around here, and a fantastic job they've done as well. Let's see if I can get inside there in a minute. Yeah, some beautiful brick noggin and timber work there. Look how all of that has been fitted together like a jigsaw puzzle. I should imagine this was one of the best known buildings on the Ipswich Waterfront at the time. It's a merchant house over there. It's really magnificent. Go onto the waterfront and look back on the front of this. This is more impressive on this side actually. Again, this is still the Isaac Lord building. I guess that some of these are the original doors. Another one just here. Probably a newer version, this one. Coming up onto the waterfront again. Back onto the waterfront. You can see the chains down here. Decorative piece of artwork. This is Isaac Lord's building from the waterfront, and it's now a very popular pub. As I say, I think the rear side of it is architecturally more interesting, but quite a large building this. In the Salthouse Harbour Hotel, I think there's some sort of historical significance in that one as well. And then we look over at the new flats, and then the Suffolk College, and then we run round back over to all these lovely boats. They're all moored up here. Some for sale, as the one in front, three in front.